Hey, YouTubies, this is King Scribe. Thanks for watching this most bodacious and amazing YouTube video. Let me slurp on this white wine. Right then, I want to talk about the zombie apocalypse. I want to warn people about this and the endless amount of drone armies from the cults that are rising up and keen to demonstrate about the problems they have in the world and telling everybody that they are wrong, they're evil, oh, things are happening over here, and, and they're also smoking cannabis. They believe everything that's said by the media, walking around drugged up, smoke a bit of cannabis, take a bit of magic mushrooms. Yeah, so I've been seeing the zombie apocalypse rising up in the mist, and soon there's not going to be a motherfucking person left with an ounce of fucking common sense anywhere in the world if we don't put a stop to it. There's too many people turning into zombies nowadays. I mean, too many people are turning into mindless muppets. What I mean is, they haven't got a thought of their own. They rely on drugs, they eat a lot of crap, they drink beer, they smash cans over each other's heads, bottles, and they want to get into fights about nothing. They want to prove themselves all the time. They hang around, you get gangs of kids hanging around sweet shops, you get gangs of adults, 18-year-olds and above, hanging around sweet shops thinking they're cool, but really they're drones and the zombies. And you know, the cults are actually getting worse too. You're getting cults, and you can tell from their eyes that they are, you know, drones. They're not really human. There's just like robotic humans that are going around just doing what the master says. All of them doing exactly the same. They've all got the same personality too. They go, yes, let's stop this person from promoting that shit. Let's promote smoking weed as the best thing. Oh, stop it! My cult member said to do something about the fucking dumb. Say that you can't have weed. So that's how these drone armies are like. Crazy motherfuckers. That's how they react. You say, yeah, you shouldn't be smoking weed, and they say, you should be having weed. Weed shouldn't be illegal. That's what they're like. Now listen to the zombie army out there. You know, those crazy motherfuckers who, I mean, they don't look like they're alive. That's another thing. They're so sick half the time that they don't look like they're alive. That means they're zombies, alright? From what I can see, if something's not alive and it's walking about, it's a fucking zombie. Right? So there are literally millions and millions and millions of people who are zombies nowadays, walking dead people. They're not really alive. They don't really think. They just go about their life on autopilot. And you know, some of them have even started to eat people, especially in America, you know, biting people's face off and stuff like that. The alternative community is just the same, full of people wanting to choose pills, full of people want to choose something from the pharmaceutical industry. I mean, it's getting motherfucking crazy out there. But I don't know what the cure is. I think sometimes we've just got to run for the hills, you know, avoid this plague. This is a plague on humanity. You know, people are turning into fucking zombies, and there's nothing being done. Nobody's saying anything about it. Every single day, more and more people take more drugs, weed, or drink beer, or smoke nicotine and shit like that, and just get it down them. And then you got the alternative community say, "Oh, you must stop smoking weed and taking pot, etc., and eating magic mushrooms." And they go about like that, and they just turn into zombies, willing to listen to whatever the cult cult leaders actually say. But human zombies are just crazy. They really are walking dead people. And the drone armies, they're funny. You know, if you say anything about feminism, you get the drone armies coming on. You know, or about somebody on YouTube, if you mention anybody on YouTube that you don't like, or you don't agree with, or the big YouTuber, the drone armies go fucking batshit crazy about it, just because you disagreed about the fucking hero. And they actually believe, these motherfuckers actually believe, that just because they sent a friend request years ago on the internet when they had friend requests, that this person now has got millions of friends on YouTube, is actually personally their friend. That's a drone. That's somebody without a fucking thought of their own, without a fucking ounce of fucking common sense. You know, they're brainwashed the fuck. But zombies are like it, you know, they're brainwashed, there's no intelligence there, right? they can't even read properly nowadays. That's the problem. They don't have the energy to read. So they go about their life walking around and just finding something to eat, and then going home, taking a shit, sometimes not even having a wash, and going to bed. Waking up the next day, taking more drugs, pulling down the pants and doing stuffing, and then go and find something to eat, taking a shit, having the piss. And then just wander about aimlessly on the streets for a while, and then come back home and drop on the floor. They're zombies. There's so many fucking zombies about nowadays, it's unbelievable. And this is an epidemic. We're surrounded by unthinking morons out there. People who don't even question anything nowadays because they can't, because they're not really alive. They can't question it because there's no intelligence actually there. It's just autopilot for them. You know, they read something in the newspapers, I don't think they even realise what they've read, and they go, oh, global warming, I fucking hate people. That's how it always goes. The world's overpopulated. Yeah, the world is overpopulated with you zombies. You zombies need to be sorted out. You're not sheeple, you're zombies. Listen, sheeple, I see sheeple as being like sheep. And sheep are not stupid. Alright? So to be called a sheeple, it means you've still got an intelligence, you're just following the leader, and you need to stop that. A zombie is different than a sheeple, and so is a lemming. Alright? Sheep don't go to wars against other sheep. A white sheep won't go to war against a black sheep just because its leader says so. In fact, they tend to move away from danger. They tend to act as a group to protect each other, but they don't go to war, and they certainly don't sacrifice their kids for that war. But humans do. Zombies do. They hear something about somewhere else in the world and they go, fucking hell, I've got to send my kid to die then. Fucking hell. That's a lemming, or an unthinking zombie. You know, that's why the military wants zombies in the army. They say they're intelligent. I mean, most people I knew who joined the army from school were less than intelligent than average. They didn't do well in school. I mean, some of them did all right, but they weren't particularly intelligent in any way. I can't believe just the epidemic and the plague has hit humanity. Humanity is changing. You know, back in the old days, none of this used to happen. People weren't locked up indoors because they can't figure a way out how to get outside. You know, I remember somebody called Alan Watt talking about how before TVs were around, in the 60s, they used to be on the fields at night, they used to be talking, flying kites, having barbecues and just socialising. They didn't need the drinks. And very few were smoking pot. Alright? But then he said, I mean, literally even he's noticed that they all turned into zombies. And we've got to do something about that. There's got to be a cure for zombies somewhere. But because we're almost at extinction. Alright? There's a potential threat that humans might be extinct in a few years' time if we don't do anything about it. we've got to do something about the zombie plague. Mindless things that are dead walking about, which is what most people are when they're on drugs and bad diets and drinking alcohol all their fucking life. They're just mindless people without a thought for themselves. They probably don't even realise what they did the night before. Oh yeah, they don't do that because they're zombies. Anyway, see you later. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.